Time on, set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. And the Bills' first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go right back to Singletary. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
At the 32-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills add on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Brown flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brown. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Number 80.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Felton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play. He's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Get down, Eddie. Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on third down. Allen, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.